going to take me most of the video to read everything off the front of this box. This is a 132 scale. 1/32th scale, racing Camton direction 4x4 RTR servo controlled variable wheelbase, ESP, LED lamp, 2.4 gig, matte paint, lithium battery power, drift car, 132 RC racing, flash fast, flash slow. Now I'm a little bit late to the party with these things because when I saw them, I'd already done quite a few like micro ones this year, so I kind of gave them a miss. Then my good buddy over in Canada, he got some, he done a video and I was like, right, I just need to buy them anyway, because even though I've done some little stuff like this already, these things look really, really good. I also stole an idea off him, which you'll see later on in the video. So the reason I got two, they come in two different colours. They come with different sets of wheels as well. So we're going to push one over to do some indoor drifting, and then the other one we're going to take outdoors and, well, probably slide it around as well. The front of the box pretty much tells you everything you need to know. So we're just going to get them out and, well, have a look. These are actually a little bit bigger than the other little mini micro stuff I've reviewed. And I think that's going to make them a little bit nicer to drive outside. The other stuff is too small for outside. Whereas these, as you can see, they're like palm size. Well, ish. You can see the size difference to one of the, I think they're 164. So can't really call it micro, it's more mini. So you get a set of instructions, screwdriver, charger, and you get some two-piece drift wheels. The tyres just pop on there. They look really cool. I don't know why they put them separately. Completely different to the wheels that come on it that have got rubber tyres. It's the controller, you got steering trim, you got your light controls, you got throttle. It's not a trim, it's you can turn the throttle all the way down to super slow or all the way up to full speed, whatever that might be. Takes two AA's and yeah, it feels alright. It's got a foam wheel, doesn't feel too bad. This is fully proportional. It also comes with a gyro, although there's no function on here, I don't think, to adjust the gyro. So whatever it's set at, I think that's going to be it. I will have a look in the instructions though. So this is the car. It comes in this nice matte black with the gold on it, and then it comes in this really nice like satin, sort of a red, a deep red colour with the silver. This one I've put the drift wheels on already. They stick out a little bit further than the road ones. They're a little bit wider, but they do look really good. Definitely some really nice detail on there. I don't think it's based on anything. Looks a little bit like a Corvette at the back. I'm sure if it is based on anything, you will tell me in the comments. So nothing really much to talk about under there. It does look very toy grade. It is fully proportional though. So you've got your black 5-spoke wheels there with rubber tyres. You have got some suspension and the rear feels quite good. Not much at all up front. And then to get to the battery, you just pull the back like that and it slides off the front. You got lights connected to the body there, and then underneath not really much to see either. There's your battery, 2-cell. You have to take the body off to charge it. It's 4-wheel drive, little motor in there, goes to that like spare gear there that goes into the rear, and then I guess there's a shaft through there to the front. There's your rear suspension, there's the front, and then just in there is probably a tiny little servo. Now I have built a little indoor track for this that looks really cool. We're going to try it with the rubber wheels and then I'm going to try it with the drift wheels. But from what I've seen on a nice smooth surface, because I mean not much suspension there, these things drive really well. So nice bright lights, and as it says on the box, slow flash, fast flash. That is all they do, and there's 2 buttons to do all of that. There's your steering. You can't really see, but you can hear the gyro there trying to counter steer. Full throttle, and then you can turn that all the way down really slow. Right, this is the first, I think, something so small like this at a skate park. Okay, so it's not super fast, although indoors I'm sure it will seem a lot faster. It does jump though. It's fast enough to get a bit of a launch. Oh, actually, any faster, and I think it'd be a bit dangerous here. I think we're going to have to put the drift wheels on. I didn't know whether it would slide. Oh, it does slide a bit on this surface with the rubber tyres. Yeah, we're going to have to swap to the drift wheels in a minute. Can we get out the ramp? Oh, would have if that thing wasn't there. Oh. Oh, now we're drifting. That was so much fun. The only thing I've noticed is with the drift wheels, you lose a bit of steering, catches on the arches. I've done a little bit of arch work on this one, so that should give it a bit more steering. I've made a really cool drift track. We're going to try that in a minute. Before we do the drifting, I'm just going to swap the wheels back over to the tyres and we'll just see how it is as, well, a racer. Mr. Discipline RC, who I mentioned earlier, made a really cool indoor track for these things using like glow sticks, and it gave me some inspiration for my own track. I wanted something that I could pack away and put out again at another time, so I didn't want to use glow sticks, so I got these. These are Christmas lights, and it's not dark outside at the moment, but if I flick the lights off, no Christmas advent calendar this year, but we got the train, we got the Christmas tree, and I didn't have an angel, so we got Austin, and we got the custom snow globe. Anyway, check out the track. In the interests of viewing experience, I've switched it off from flashing. Look at that. I'm gonna come back when it gets dark and we're gonna have like a little night drift. But that is 30 meters of Christmas light rope. A little bridge to go under as well. So thank you, Aaron, Discipline RC, for the idea. And well, like I said, I can pack this away and bring it out another time. Oh, it's gonna be too fast on these tires. So rubber tires. I think some of the corners might be a bit tight around here. Whoa. Yeah, a little bit tight there for this. We should be able to slide around that though. Just dial the speed down a little bit. Let's see if we can get a nice clean lap. Yeah, clean lap. So not bad on the rubber tyres. I think what might give it a bit more steering is if you're able to turn the gyro off, because as soon as it turns, it's trying to counter it. And when you've got traction, that can actually reduce the amount of turning you get. Some of the little micro ones that I've tested, if you turn the gyro all the way off, they turn in much better when you've got traction. So yeah, it's a bit restricted by not being able to switch that off, or not that I could see. Anyway, I think this is where the fun's going to begin on this carpet with some drift tyres, and like I've shown you, I have modded it a little bit so there's a bit more steering. Now the other day when I tried this, it took forever to bind to the transmitter. It did work, but it just took ages. This one binds pretty much straight away. Look. Straight away. Don't know why. I don't know whether it's to do with the gyro has to set, or I thought initially that it was a dud because I can't find anywhere in the instructions on how to bind it or rebind it, but it will go. It just seems to have a bit of a wobble. There we go. Right, we're good. We're good. So I have already driven this. I know that it will slide around here because I set this track up specifically for it. So this thing transforms when you get them drift wheels on. It is so fun. Hope you caught that one. Drift King, that's me. So I think what I need to do is wait till it gets dark. Oh, check that out. And come back and do like a nighttime drift. That is gonna hopefully look way better than this. We've had a disaster. I just burnt the servo out, just knocked it, and that little servo arm popped out of the little gap there, and I kind of forced it. I kind of pushed the steering to try and pop it back in, but because the car was still turned on, I think I've stripped it. If the servo comes out of that little gap, if you knock it, don't try and force it. It's actually really easy. Just this is just clipped on, and the servo just slots in. So take the body off, unclip this. It's just the 4 clips to each side. Lift the servo out, place it back. Don't try and force it or you'll kill it.